You might have watched a ton of romance anime in 2023, but have you watched these underrated ones? Here are 10 of the most underrated romance anime of 2023. Let's go. Number 10, My Tiny Senpai from Work.
古より伝わる美エチマッサージシチュエーションでは
終わったらパワハラでご飯もおごっちゃいますよ。
私、猫とかよく懐かれるんだよね。
These days, the new trend in anime is to copy whatever that got popular. In this case, the guys thought, this anime called My Senpai is really annoying got pretty popular. Why don't we copy the same idea, swap personalities, earn enough profit, and be the next Elon Musk? I don't know whether it'll work, but the concept seems pretty fun.
篠崎さんは篠崎にゃんこです。返事はにゃん。
にゃん先輩の胸が守りたいこの笑顔
Similar to My Senpai is Annoying, here we have a very short office lady and a hardworking young man. But what's the difference? This time, the office lady is the kind and annoying one, and the guy just wants to mind his own business. Consider this like an Office Place Nagarato-san comedy, but with the wholesome scale increased to a higher level. Number 9, Ayakashi Triangle.
何してんの祭り。こんな可愛い子をいじめるなんて。
すず、あのな、猫っぽいけど、それあやかしだぜ。
You know what we missed? Monsters versus humans. You know what else we missed? Girls with weapons fighting these monsters. You know what else we forgot? The great service for the fans. Oh wait, let me see. This has been done 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000, 2,000. Wait, this is the plot of every anime ever made. But does Ayakashi Triangle do anything different?
あいつら、損してるよな、すず。こんな面白い奴らが見えねえなんてさ。
This time, we've got ninjas, and these ninjas fight monsters. And among these ninjas is a guy called Matsuri who just wants to kill monsters and protect his friend Suzu. At least that was all he wanted to do until a cat called Shirogane shows up. Yep, this has romance sprinkled on top, but behind the gold is the good old ecchi comedy nobody asked for. But it's still pretty good though. Number 8, chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army.
せめて体当たりで空腹で力が
Once again, I don't have to explain the anime premise because the title pretty much explains the plot of the whole show. Here we have a guy called Daniel because Japan ran out of Japanese names to give these anime characters. Anyways, this guy retires from the Japanese army and spends his days in a village for humans. Oh wait, did I mention he was a guy? Well, he actually is a guy, but not a human guy. He's a demon.
ダリエルさんはいい人じゃないですか。見ず知らずの私を命がけで助けてくれたすごい人です。私がそこにいたらその2代目絶対ぶん殴ってやりました。
Once again, this is a concept that has been done ever since humanity discovered fire, but every time it's these little variations that matter. What are the variations? We've got the harem, we've got the low-budget action, we've got the same comedy. I don't think there is much variation here, but you are the average light novel enjoyer, then make sure to give this one a go. Number 7, The Tale of Outcasts.
望みなどとうにないと思っていたがどうやら私は君と共にいる未来が欲しいらしい
The Tale of the Outcast is basically Beauty and the Beast, but with the Beauty speaking Japanese and having white hair. I mean, come on, even the Beast looks the same. Oh, and he probably speaks Japanese too. The whole premise involves this beautiful girl finding a beast and falling in love. But does this mean this is your average Disney princess fantasy story? Watch the anime and find out.
契約だからなさてこれからどこへ行こうかこんなに旅の計画が楽しみなのは
From the premise itself, you could guess what the themes of the show are going to be. Can two souls of different species find happiness together while the royal knights search for them? It doesn't sound too poetic when you're watching the anime, but at least it helps to build the tension of the story. Number 6, My One Hit Kill Sister.
なんてことだ。何？右頬に擦り傷が。
本当？
精緻な陶器のような朝日の肌に傷をつけてしまうなど姉として一生の不覚。
俺の肌評価高すぎない？
Here, we meet Ashai, who is a regular guy who loves fantasy worlds. But after he gets transported to one, he finds his sister in it. Now, his sister is what you call an obsessive girl. But what's the difference? Well, she's OP as hell. Bring any monster towards this woman, and she'll go from your average isekai girl to the official one-punch woman. And, yeah, the problem is how Japan needed to sneak in the usual sister trope to this anime.
人間相手に本気出したら R18 指定のスプラッター映像が。
安心しろ朝日、私にも良識はある。
本当？
Apart from that, you get your average isekai story in here. Original anime viewers think this show is mid, but isekai is all about recycling the same tropes with a bit of change. So instead of complaining, just go watch the adventures of an overpowered big sister. Number 5, Koyuku Siri.
クロさん逃げ。
Time for some supernatural detective romance. Wait, you weren't a fan of Sherlock Holmes? Then might I present to you the female short and petite lolly Sherlock Holmes, who's always getting saved by her tough boyfriend? Yeah, that's what Koyuku Shuri is about. One girl and a boy go hunting for monsters while finding clues about murder mysteries.
先輩完璧です。
Now, a lot of people turn down this show because the main female character talks too much. And yes, she might talk like the morning radio, but that's pretty natural since this is based on a light novel. Light novels survive on dialogue. So when it's being converted to anime, the dialogue has to stay, even if it's long. But if you survive that, you are rewarded with a nice supernatural murder mystery, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Number 4, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
触れるな。お前の手にあるもの以外は俺のものだ。
ごめん。警察だった。
Is this your average Disney story? Nope, because this time the guy is the fairy and he is a slave. Wait a minute, is this Rising of the Shield Hero but with genders reversed? Well, you could call it that if Shield Hero was all about building a sculpture from sugar. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. This anime is about sugar. Our main character is Anne, who decided to participate in the festival that creatures sculptures with sugar and decides to hire a fairy named Xiao.
命じゃん。
行けってば、行かなきゃ殴る。
まあいいか、言ってやる。仰せのままに、かかし殿。
The same old master-slave concepts are used a lot during the series, but they are also executed really well. Anne is your average shoujo protagonist and is torn between letting Xiao free or making use of him to reach the sugar festival. If you want some master-slave romance, then give this one a go. Number 3, My Happy Marriage.
工藤家当主工藤清香だ。
綺麗な人。
いいか。
Alright, hold your horses, this is coming next season, but you can still add it to your watch list. This is about a noble lady who's married off to a soldier whom she initially thinks is heartless. Then, like in every romance anime ever made, she realizes the guy actually has a heart and slowly starts to fall in love.
旦那様が噂通りの人ならば、もうこの家にはいられないかもしれない。
Once again, this has been done so many times. The innocent, naive girl falling for the cold-hearted, cruel boy who hides a wholesome personality underneath. But this time, we travel back in time, get some nice and clean animation, and even get a tension-filled story with the good old wrong girl in the wrong family trope. I'm gonna keep my hopes up and add this to my watch list, and hopefully they won't ruin it. Number 2, The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady.
私にユフィリア城をくださいってお願いするの。
Wait a minute, how can a Yuri anime reach number 2? Well, that's because it's actually good. While her brother Algard is forced into a political union, Princess Annis abandons her throne in order to pursue magicology. Algard rebels and publicly criticizes his ex-fiancé. With hidden agendas, Annis rescues Euphilia during the chaos on a broom and hires her as her assistant. And I think you can pretty much guess what happens next.
政略結婚だと誰もが知っているというのに、こんな茶会に何の意味がある？
政略結婚だからこそこうした形式は必要です。
互いに信頼関係を築き
Most of the time, it takes a very lot of effort for a Yuri anime to stand out from the crowd. Executioner and her way of life were dumbed down from its premise, and one of my favorite Yuri anime, Adachi to Shimamura, unfortunately didn't get the popularity it deserved. But this feels like a nice balance of action, comedy, and love, so if you're a Yuri fan, give this one a go. Number 1, A Galaxy Next Door.
本当は慣れてもらう人が作るんですけど、今日は急ぎなので作業入ってもらいます。
はい。
道具はここら辺のでも、自分で使い慣れてるやつでも、どっちでも。
This is a show about interdimensional travel space? No. Is this some political rebellion story like Legend of the Galactic Heroes? Nah, definitely not. Then what is it? Well, it's about a guy who draws manga, meets a really nice girl called Chiori, and then gets asked to be married. I thought we were done with random girls appearing on the doorstep with marriage certificates, but surprisingly, that isn't the twist. The twist is when the guy tries to figure out who the hell his new wife is.
早い。うまい。それにすごく綺麗だ。描写めちゃくちゃ綺麗ですね。足歴長いんすか?
The manga this is based on is pretty wholesome, and since the anime did the manga justice, we got a nice wholesome family show about a guy babysitting his 2 siblings while drawing manga with his beautiful assistant. What more could a guy ask? If you want to watch a wholesome underrated romance anime about a mangaka and his mysterious wife, then give this one a go.